First bell. I'm never late, always early, or at least on time, because it's English. The perfect way to start my day, even if I had a terrible morning type of class. Sit down, open my journal, and write, emptying my emotions out of a frustration-filled pen onto a poorly lined page because nobody else will listen. Second bell. It's dreadful. Entering a room where your sweaty palm teacher has never heard of an iron. His wrinkles crease like an aged elephant's skin. Distracting. But according to him, a scientist doesn't have time to worry about wrinkles. Third bell. A problematical subject for most, but in this class, I shine. Because I know why mx plus b equals y, and that a Pythagorean theorem is a lot harder said than done. Lunch. I race straight from class to the line. First bell always belongs to me, so I have enough time to work, to make my straight A's a guarantee. Fourth bell. Signals an amusing class where my student council teacher never quite grew up. Now, just because I said student council, let's not get the wrong idea. We don't do much. Fundraising is dyeing hair and shaving heads to us. Fifth bell. Sentences me to the most boring subject, history. My wide-eyed rookie teacher still can't manage to make interesting. I like world history, just hate the way he teaches it. 1 minute, religion, then the civil rights movement. Sixth bell. Yoga. The best ending to an eccentric day. Although, we girls are almost never quiet. It's still relaxing, a place to clear my mind. Laying in Shavasana, I feel at home. Breathe in, breathe out.
Welcome once again to Voces 2011. This is a showcase of all the poets that have been working in the Voces program for the last month here at the National Hispanic Cultural Center. My name is Ken Rodriguez. I'll be your host for the evening. That was Ashley Rose Esquivel. And before that was all of the students doing a little wordless poetry performance for you. So we're going to be going in groups of 5, hopefully poets. Just remember, this is not a poetry slam, so you can introduce your poem, you can say the title, you can say a little bit about the poem beforehand if you'd like. No, we're not timing you. There are no penalties, there are no scorecards. For those of you familiar with Poetry Slam, we kind of get locked into that. One last thing for you, the audience. Please turn off your cell phones, or at least put them on vibrate. Nothing's worse than having a poem interrupted by a cell phone, unless it's on purpose, which is, like, very rare. All right, so our next 5 poets in this showcase will be in this order: Lourdes Guadalupe Ortiz, Ashley Gonzalez, Eva Crespin, Jalen Garcia, and Lluvia Huerta. So please put your hands up right now for Lourdes.
This is a short story, a memory. She woke up in darkness, dreams filled with fear. She could still remember in her dream a whisper. She didn't remember to wake up. She reached for the light, but she could not reach far enough. Her hand felt frail. She gently massaged it. Feeling bold veins on her fingertips, she stopped. Was this not the texture of her grandmother's hand? No, she whispered. No, 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 her voice grew louder with terror. She spoke to the darkness in shock. I didn't remember to wake up. She tried to grasp where she was, only to find she was hovering in nothing. Her stomach whirlpooled as she tried to escape, but she could not, for she was in pitch black darkness. The place did not know the words love, hope, or safety. Shh, she heard. Unsure, the girl mumbled. Who's there? Shh, child, hija, the voice came again. Esto es lo que te da miedo, la oscuridad. Is this what you fear? Darkness? A light shone at a distance and came closer. Before she could deny it, the purest light surrounded her. She felt loved, safe. She touched her face, her hands. She felt young. No tengas miedo, hija, pues yo nunca te dejaré, ni en la oscuridad. Do not fear, child, for I will never leave you, even in the darkness. As darkness overtook her once more, she wanted to scream, but she felt the light enter her soul. Fear vanished before it. She relaxed and let go. No tengas miedo. Do not fear. She opened her eyes to the chirping of the birds. The child, in the safety of her own room, pondered what had just happened to her. She felt the light still within her soul, and she spoke to the sweet voice. You were not a dream. You were a memory.
It doesn't really have a title. It's more of how my loved ones have made me feel. I felt love for the first time. As my body changed and matured, my soul is now filled with a child, in and out. My brain works as slow as a clock the first day at a new school. My bones are as weak as a sticker that's been used multiple times by a child. I'm a cigarette-smoking, lonely mother who goes day by day wondering if the people who say they love and care really do. Because actions speak louder than words. I trust a neighbor I've never even met more than them. What makes a neighbor more trustworthy is they have yet to hurt me. My loved ones have hurt me many times with their misperceptions, not taking me seriously. But what hurts most is them giving up on me as if I've never meant anything to them. Not just as a person, but as a loved one as well. My heart says, care for these people. And be the bigger person. They may not know any better. But my mind says, give up. It's not worth hurting yourself over someone else.
He says he only thinks of me for two reasons. That's when he wants it, and that's when he needs it. I was 14 when he sped up to my house at 10:30 p.m., revved his blue Mustang engine, Oakley sunglasses lit up by his BlackBerry cell phone. He just looked expensive. High class, 5 feet 9 inches, he towered above my bedroom window. The first kiss replayed Romeo and Juliet. He tore away the screen, leaned in through the panes, his black eyes locked with my brown. Green eyeshadow and big t-shirts make boys fall in love. Made him fall in love. That summer of baseball parks and bare feet kind of love. The older we get, the less he speaks to me. The hourglass tips. Each grain of sand that slips through cracks counts the respect he's been losing for me. He recites that he loves me like it's rehearsed, but he only seems to remember how to say it when he wants something. And I can't help but believe him, since every Friday for a year, we laughed in his car. I thought I meant more to him. He touched my cheeks and kissed my forehead, held my hand when we drove. And maybe this doesn't sound romantic to most, but for him, affection came rarely. So every handprint meant something. I thought I meant more to him. I was always last to know when he was in a relationship. We had this worked out. Don't ask, don't tell. After the first time I knew he used me to cheat, I felt venerable, like his prize 1985 Mustang. Keeping me around lunch, I was the exception. Meant he would until the day came when he asked if I would only be his booty call. Then I knew I was the rule, not his exception. He claimed he really loved his girlfriend, but I still received late-night phone calls. Could she still smell me the next day? Could she still taste me on his mouth, still feel the stickiness of my gum on his lips? Or could he try to wash away my memory again? She dominates his mornings, his daytimes, his afternoons, while I steal away his nights. With no mouth to say no, I'm only a nice piece of ass and a heavy upper half. 6 years of being the other woman split apart my self-esteem. I was only an appetizer to his main dish, and I couldn't stop him from ordering me first. Once I was in a relationship, I used him as my other man. But when I asked him if he'd ever been faithful, he replied with the same question back. I'm not him. I don't need more than one person to fulfill my needs, but I guess he found that hard to believe, so I slammed the door in his face. I thought I had walked away from him for the last time that night, until I received another apology in the form of a cat call. He regrets that we fought, and could he see me? I am the rule. I can't stop this game. Am I the missing ingredient to his happy ending, or am I just too much salt in his cookies? I have the pieces of strength, but not enough self-respect to put them together. So next time he calls, I'm still going to answer.